In this episode, I am covering 3 main reasons your membership engagement is down and how you can fix each one right away. Welcome to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast, where we help female entrepreneurs like yourself start, grow, and scale multiple 6- and 7-figure online memberships with simple, step-by-step strategies that actually work.
Your life is about to get so good.
Let's dive in. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast. Before we dive into this episode, I have a very, very important announcement. I have to tell you that registration is officially open for $1 Million Memberships Club, which is my membership specifically built for membership founders. But listen up. This is not going to take long, but listen up because the doors are closing very, very soon, and we're not going to be reopening for a very long time. This membership is designed specifically for you, whether you have a membership idea that you are ready to bring to life right away, or you have a membership with members already inside and you're ready to tighten it up, implement real strategy and systems, and scale it to multiple 6- and 7 figures. Maybe you are spinning your wheels in overwhelm right now, trying to figure out what is the next best step to starting your membership community, or have members, but your membership community feels chaotic, whether you don't have your automations in place or things just feel really taped together, or you don't really have a strategy to keep your community really sticky and retained and engaged. Maybe you're really not confident in your onboarding, and every time new members come in, you have this little feeling of just, I really hope they like it, and you just don't feel 100% confident. Wherever you're coming in at, $1 Million Memberships Club is the membership to join if your vision is building an insanely sticky community that consistently grows, has unbreakable systems, and is just built to truly scale. Inside, you'll get monthly live calls with myself and other members of our community for personalized support. You'll get full membership setup guides so you don't miss a single important step in setting up your membership and scaling it. You'll have a template vault full of plug and play resources to get your membership set up the right way in less time. Plus, you'll be surrounded by other membership founders who are on the same journey, which honestly, I just feel like is priceless. It's so nice having a community, having something on your phone that you can just open up, check in with people. Maybe you're revamping something in your membership, just to be able to open up your phone, go to a community of just membership founders and talk to other people, connect to other people who are on the same path as you. To open up the app and look that we have a meetup coming up and be able to hop on a call and actually get in real time live support for your membership and really be able to know your direction every single month. After you hop on a call, you get that personalized support and you know exactly what you need to focus on for that month until it's time for our next call. It's just, honestly, it's the best. I can't speak highly enough about this community. I mean, obviously I'm a little biased, but it's amazing. But here's the thing. Doors are only open until December 17th. After that, we are closing the doors until spring 2026. No exceptions. So if you are listening to this in real time and you don't want to miss your window, you don't want to wait another quarter of an entire year sitting on your membership or not feeling confident on your membership or sitting on your vision. If you want to truly bring this to life, start 2026 with a plan in place, with the support in place, then pause this episode right now, head to the first link in the show notes and join the membership before doors close. Again, we are closing after December 17th and not reopening until spring. Don't wait on this. Don't keep sitting on your vision. If this has been on your heart, if this has been something that you know that you need to get support with and that you know you want to truly focus on for the new year, you want to focus on your membership community, it's something that keeps coming up, keeps nagging at you, something that you just keep coming back to over and over again, then this is your chance. Pause this episode, head to the show notes, click the very first link that you see, and go grab your membership today. Okay, let's get into the episode. What is up, beautiful people? I'm so excited to be here for another week with you on the podcast. And oh, Lordy, if you are listening to this in real time, we are actually releasing this 2 days late. And the reason for that is your girl was in the hospital over the weekend. And I need to be involved with the podcast. I need to make sure that everything is perfect with the podcast. It's something that I like to really still have editing control with. And so all of last week, my daughter, who's 3 years old, had the flu. And the day that she woke up and she was better, I got it, except I got the flu from hell and actually ended up in the hospital from it. And the podcast still needed edits. I wasn't fully ready to let it go out yet. And so we had to roll with the punches and we had to release late. So I am sorry that we're coming to you on a Wednesday instead of Monday. I don't like to do that, but yeah, it was a crazy week. But thank you guys so much for being here. All of you who keep coming back every single week. I love you. I appreciate you. Now, before I get into this episode, I really want to preface this because I'm somebody who, yes, while memberships are one of those things that once they are established and they're growing and you're starting to consistently get members in, it can feel like, should I be doing more? I feel like I should be working more or like, am I not doing enough? But the reality is memberships are a beautiful thing because once you have your systems in place, once you have the culture really established inside of your membership, everything just really does feel easy. It starts to kind of take off on its own and you don't really have to do more work because you already did the work to get it set up. And that's the beauty of memberships. Obviously, there's work that goes into it every week and month, but it can be very minimal once it is established. However, that being said, I always want to show both sides of the coin and not just kind of talk about how easy memberships are and all of the things, because the truth is in the first year or however long it takes for you to really establish your own membership, you will be working harder and you will be really working to establish your community and establish your culture. And things might seem slow or things might seem like people aren't engaging or whatever it might be. And that is something that you really, as the membership founder, are going to have to really work hard to establish in the beginning. So one thing I do want to say before I get into this episode, if you've had your membership under a year, it's very normal for it to take time to build a sticky culture. It's very normal for your membership engagement to seem like it has dips and lows and people aren't fanatically in there messaging each other and connecting with each other and all the things. However, always a however, there's strategies and ways of actually running your membership culture that is going to help you get there faster. And that's obviously what I'm going to be talking about today on this episode. And that's also what we teach you inside of $1 Million Memberships Club. Because if you're just kind of hoping that, oh, it's just going to take time, it's not necessarily. It might just never build because you're not doing the things you need to do to build the culture, if that makes sense. So even if you're doing the things that you need to do to build your culture and build your engagement, there's still going to be that period that it's going to take time. It's not going to feel like you want it to feel for a little bit. But as long as you know that you're doing the right things to build it, you can feel confident to trust the process. Okay. So I just like to always make sure that we're on the same page there, that we know that. The sooner you grasp these 3 points, the faster it's going to grow. Okay. Now we can get into the episode. So reason number 1 that your membership engagement might seem really low is that your members just might not know how to show up inside of your membership. So most low engagement really starts with just uncertainty. If people aren't interacting inside of your membership, it might just be because they don't really know what's proper for this membership. They don't know if they should just be posting their questions or if they should be answering other people's questions or if like that's not their place and they should let other people do that. Or they don't know if they can post about what they did on the weekend or like post a funny meme in there, or if it like just needs to be very strict on the topic of your membership. So sometimes if the engagement isn't popping in there, it might just be because people simply just don't know how to engage in there. And so if they don't know how to engage in there, they're just not going to. They're going to sit on the sidelines. So if there's no clear direction, then people are going to default to silence. So things that you can do and something really important for you to do, especially as the membership founder, it is really important for you to establish and show people what that culture can really look like. And I always talk about this inside of $1 Million Memberships Club. I feel like we get on this topic a lot, but one thing with memberships is a lot of you, like some people will have high ticket memberships where it's like very high touch, but for most of you guys listening, you have lower ticket or mid ticket memberships. And so that means that you personally, it's not in the, I guess I want to say like contract, right? It's not in the deliverables for you to be in there 24/7, talking to people, answering people's questions, all of the things, right? And so a lot of the times what happens is when people start memberships and that's kind of like in the agreement that that's not what comes with the membership, founders don't want to be engaging in there or like over engaging in there or really answering questions in there because they don't want to undervalue themselves. They don't want to do more work for not getting paid for it. You know what I mean? But something that I want you to consider is that if you can kind of under promise and over deliver, at least even for that first year while you're really establishing the culture, you will see that as long as you are showing up how you want that community to go and kind of showing and leading by example, you'll start to find that other people will start showing up that way too. And it will almost be able, like you are able to kind of just ease yourself out a little bit and not have to show up that way as much because other people are doing it now. So you might be answering a lot of questions in the beginning, or you might be congratulating a lot of people or commenting on the wins or whatever it might be. Or maybe you're like posting what you did on the weekend or whatever, however you want your community to be. You might feel like you're doing that a lot, but it is important that you are showcasing how you want the culture of that membership to be, how do you respond to other people? That's kind of showcasing how other people are going to respond that way. Are you bringing in other people to conversations? Maybe someone asks a question and you know another member just did the same thing. So maybe bring them into it and say, hey, I know that this member just went through the same thing. Maybe you'd like to share your experience with the thing. And that kind of shows people, oh yeah, this is kind of collaborative. It's not just us asking questions and talking to the founder. It's everyone should be involved in this. So really showcasing how you want the culture to look and feel. And this doesn't just have to be you either. In fact, I encourage you to not have this just be you. This could be your leaders or your ambassadors within your membership. We teach you how to build ambassador and leader programs inside $1 Million Memberships Club, by the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But these are people who just kind of show up at a higher level and support your members, even though they're members inside of your membership. We teach you how to do that. This could be a community manager or support or whatever it is. So just bring in your people, as small as the team might be in the beginning, and just really showcase that. Reason number 2, and this is a doozy, and I'm going to get into why, but it is because your community is built around content and not around connection. And this one can be a very big retention killer, but here's like the caveat of why this is tricky, because if you have a back-end membership that truly does need content, does need modules, or does need templates for people to get a certain result, like $1 Million Memberships Club, we have a back-end membership where not only do we have the community, but we also have the templates, the resources, the setup guides, all of the stuff, right? You're really going to have to put in the extra work to make it a community and member focused and not just content focused. And that is just the honest truth of this. A lot of people will join your community just for templates or just for content if you have a back end membership. And honestly, sometimes there's just not much you can do about that. People are going to have their preferences, and that's going to happen. But you can work extra hard, or you can put in the extra effort to really also make it a community place where people might be pleasantly surprised. They come in, they join for the templates, and then they see, oh, there's actually people talking in here and posting in here. And wow, this is so much more than I expected. This is actually amazing. So even if you have a back-end membership, try to make sure that it's not just content focused, even though that obviously is a big piece of it for the member result, but it's also really community and member to member focused. You have to remember that true community happens when members are connecting to other members. So how can you really shift things that you're doing inside of your membership on a week-to-week basis, or how you're showing up in the membership, or how you're communicating inside of your community to really bring in member to member connection, really start member to member conversation. Content can really bring in people, but community is what's going to keep people. And reason number 3 is that members just don't see the full value of staying inside of your membership. And this can mean a couple of different things. Sometimes engagement doesn't drop because the member isn't happy. Like a lot of times we'll think, oh my God, they must hate the membership. They're not communicating. But sometimes it actually drops because people just lost touch or lost connection with the long term of being inside of that community. People will often disengage when they aren't reminded of what the full customer journey is going to look like or what their actual result that they are working to is going to be when they don't see that next level for themselves very clearly, right? We can get so wrapped up in the day-to-day things, whatever it is that your membership does or teaches, but we can get so wrapped up in just our day-to-day life, and we join the membership because maybe we heard an ad, or maybe we heard content and we're like, oh, that sounds amazing, I would love that. But then once you get in and you haven't been reminded of that for a while, for some people, it can be really hard to stay connected to it if they're not personally doing the work, right? And so really making sure that we are reminding people of why they are here. What can that next level really look like for them? Maybe they don't actually feel the specific benefit of growing inside of your community. Maybe they've lost touch of what they're working towards. When they lose sight of the transformation, they really start to lose motivation. And that's something that a lot of membership founders can really forget to do, because we think, oh, well, they're in here because they want that transformation, right? But it's really important that we keep putting that in front of them. So it's important for you as a membership founder and people who are working inside of your membership, community managers, support team, whatever, that you are consistently painting the picture of that full member journey. Or if there's any benefits of being inside of your membership specifically in addition to that. What happens if they stay in the membership for 6 months? Or is there any opportunities to move up inside of the membership? Is there anything that is really keeping them motivated to not only stay in the membership, but really engage with other people, because they know that not only is that going to get them to this X result, but that can also give them even more opportunities within your world or within the world of your membership industry. Always remember, it's like we can't just force people to stay in the membership and engage and just like tell them to engage because we want the community to engage. It has to be about them and it has to benefit them. So how is engaging inside of your community worth it to them? What is that actually doing for them? And that's what we have to make sure they are fully aware of. So I'm going to wrap it all up for you guys. Before I get into that, I do want to remind you, if you are wanting to go all in with your membership in 2026, if you are done feeling stuck, if you are done feeling overwhelmed, if you keep telling yourself that you need to focus in on your membership, that you want to focus in on your membership, you want this to be your legacy, you want to create something bigger than yourself, you want to create a world where people can be a part of and grow in and love to check in with every day and tell their friends about, and it just becomes something that is so much bigger than yourself. If that is your vision, then $1 Million Memberships Club is the membership for you. Again, doors are closing after December 17th, and we won't be reopening until spring of 2026. So I really, really encourage you, if you are listening to this in real time, that you pause this episode, you go get your membership right away, and we can continue working with this together. I can see you on our next call. I'll see you in the community, and we can really do this work together in 2026. If you are listening to this past December 17th, then still go to the link and put yourself on the wait list. You will be the first to be notified when doors open so you don't miss out on our next enrollment period. So to tie this episode up in a nice little neat bow, the 3 reasons why your membership engagement is low is: number 1, your members just don't know how to show up. Number 2, your community is just built around content and not around community and connection. Number 3, your members just don't see the full value of staying inside of your membership. That is it for this episode. Thank you so much for being here again. I cannot even tell you how much I appreciate you. If you loved this episode, I would love if you would take a screenshot of it, put it up on your Instagram story, tag me so that I can personally reach out to you. Thank you. See who's listening. Podcasts are weird where you just have no idea who's there. You just know people are there. But I always love actually talking to you guys as well and seeing who is listening. And other than that, I hope to see you inside $1 Million Memberships Club, and I will see you next week for another episode. Bye.